Hi, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and today I'm going to give you briefly 10 ways that you should treat others. Number one, always use kind words. It tells us in the book of Proverbs, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pitchers of silver. And in fact, it also shows what kind of person you really are and who's in control of your life. Jesus said that people will know you are my disciples by the way that you love one another. Secondly, help when you can. James was very, very practical when he said, listen, if it's within your area and if you're able to help, you should be able to do it. And don't sit there and grumble and complain when someone asks for your help. You never know how it's going to affect you and them as well. And also as well, you could end up with a deeper relationship or even a brand new friend. Also, share and take turns. Now, we live in a very narcissistic and also selfish society. So actually, sharing is a great way to be able to show the love of God and the kindness of God to others as well. So share and take turns. Also, listen to what others have to say. Now, James tells us in James chapter 1 that we are to be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Did you know that 90% of conversation is actually listening? And not just listening for the intent of answering, but actually understanding what the other person is saying. Because I have discovered that people want to tell their story, and when you listen intently, what you're saying to them is, I really value and I really care about you. Also, be honest and truthful. I cannot speak enough about being truthful and honest. Integrity, transparency, accountability, these are qualities that show that you are a person who walks in love and that God is really part of your life. Also, remember, think before you speak or act. We're told, of course, in that same portion of scripture that we are to, before we when we act out, we need to think and we also need to listen. And when we do that, when we're, very calculated in what we are saying and how we act, it shows that we care about the person that we're interacting with. It's very easy to react. It's a lot more difficult to be proactive. So think about that. Also, remember your manners. I remember watching a movie about what a definition of a lady or a man or a gentleman, and it's simply this: they are trying to make people around them as comfortable as possible. Good manners are just absolutely important. In fact, in days gone by, they actually had courses on etiquette. But you see, when you mind your manners, what you're saying to a person is this: I value you. You are important to me at this time. Also, as well, hold your temper. You see, the book of Proverbs talks about the violent and wrathful man, and how that all he does is create chaos, confusion, and also as well hurt around them. So make sure that you hold your temper. Again, the secret is being quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Try to understand and take a moment. Just evaluate the situation. Maybe you are angry, but it's not the time to react, because I guarantee you're going to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, and act the wrong way. So just take a moment. It only takes a moment. Also, as well, think about the feelings of others. When you are interacting with other people, just remember a simple thing. It's called the golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. That means that no matter what anyone does to you, you're going to treat them the way that you want to be treated. And lastly, work and play fairly. Listen, you and I, our reputations, the view that people have with us is how we interact when we work together and when we're involved, for example, in sports. When you have good sportsmanship, when you have good work ethics, This shows that you care about others and that you value others even more than you value yourself. It's a simple thought, but listen, it can go so far in your interaction and with your life. So, here's some things to think about. My name is Robert Dean Steele. Thank you so much for spending time with me today.